Hi, Marbs here. Let's talk about USB on Xbox. With only having 3 ports on Xbox for USB connections, this is leading a lot of folks to start having problems. And you know, it's funny because the way that most people solve the problem is just grab a USB hub and plug it on in and hope that it works. And oftentimes it does. Sometimes, though, it causes degraded performance, let alone contention, disconnection, power errors, and whatever else have you. Now, the solution to this problem is to find a USB hub that is powered and is also 3.1 compatible. Why do you want a 3.1 hub? Well, if you have a 3.1 hub that is both powered and 3.1 compatible, you get 5 gig bandwidth. A lot of, I should say, most of the hubs that I see out there, part of the problem people have is they're using USB 3 hubs and it's only connecting at 1.5 gigabits per second USB speeds. That isn't good enough, especially when you plug multiple devices in, which leads to these problems of these disconnections and insufficient power errors, and those can add to all kinds of other problems. Controllers not working, microphones not picking up like they should, and even if you happen to have storage plugged into it, storage errors, I suppose. Now, how do you fix the problem? Well, I think I have a solution here. This is the PowerA 5 gig Xbox certified USB hub for Xbox. Now, I've been testing this over the past couple of days, and I should point out that PowerA didn't send it to me. This is something I found on my own on Amazon, and I purchased it. And I tested it for myself, both on my Xbox and my PC, to see if there was any performance difference. And the answer to that question is no. And the good news is that when you open this box, now I've taken out some of the packing, you get an instruction manual, and then you get a power supply. Now this power supply uses a barrel connector, and it plugs into the back of the hub, and you get the hub itself, we'll talk about that here in a second, and a nice long, thick, very, very well shielded cable. Now, this hub allows you to plug the AC power in one side, and then the uplink, which goes on the USB-C to USB-A cable that you plug into your Xbox. On the front of the hub, you have 4 ports. Now, these are going to be fully powered, and they shouldn't have any problem. So if you have power-hungry USB devices, this should be more than enough to power them. Has 2 indicator lights, one that the hub is on, and then the other one that it has a successful uplink. Now, it doesn't flash when it's being used. Kind of a bummer there, but I'll take what I can get. Now, I like the fact that this is weighted. It has a rubberized piece on the bottom, so it doesn't move around, which is nice when you're plugging flash drives in or whatever have you. Now, I obviously wouldn't recommend this for storage, but if you wanted to plug 2 microphones in it to use Let's Sing, for example, or you wanted to plug your DAC into it, I think that that is something you can do. Now, I never recommend plugging storage into these unless you have no other option. And for me, for my SSD USB storage that I've had since my 1X, I plug into this. Now, I've done a number of speed tests, and the speed's about the same on PC and on Xbox using the same USB drive and copying through the USB hub. So I think you do get the data rate that you're looking for here. Now, is this thing cheap? No. Is it made of plastic? Yes. Do I know exactly what chipset's in it? Well, unfortunately, PowerA has seemed to not disclose exactly what chipset is in this, but I'm going to probably guess it's like a standard Realtek type of chipset. Now, why that's important is because performance is what matters here, okay? We're going for performance. When you are talking about hubs in this price range, performance is the key. Now, what I have seen here is, yes, it delivers on the performance. Now, even when I had multiple devices plugged into it and accessing multiple devices, I didn't experience any issues. Now, I have seen other people say they have experienced issues. I did not have any issues with this, so it worked well for me. And for the situation that I was trying to solve, for just these USB devices that I'd like to keep connected at some times, or for example, I wanted to plug 2 microphones in and needed a good way to do it and make sure the microphones were powered, I would recommend this device for that. My name is Marbs. Thank you for watching. Now subscribe for me. We're really trying to make these last watch hours and get to 2,000. I'll see you in the next one.